I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a grandmother. I am a great grandmother. And I'm a dedicated financial coach where I encourage and empower individuals as well as families to become stable and independent in their finances. I have many years of experience and wisdom in teaching how to become financially successful. I enjoy teaching people how to be wealthy. My mission is to empower as many people as I can to become successfully financially and take control of their future. I'm also a dedicated wife, and I'm also a dedicated Christian. And I love teaching people what I do. And now I am going to give you a story. My story is, I was born in Jackson, North Carolina. I'm the oldest of 11, and my mother decided she would adopt her first two children. And myself and my sister were adopted. I became a foster child with my foster parents. Unfortunately, my foster mother passed when I was 5 years old. I can remember my foster mother stepping in to help raise me. And then I can remember when my foster mother died, my foster grandmother died. Now my life changed. I am going to Norfolk, Virginia to live with my oldest foster sister. This is when my life turned. Here I am in Norfolk, Virginia with my foster sister, helping her raise her kids. And then she decided she would start to abuse me. So I was in an abusive home with my foster sister. And then the judge says, guilty. Guilty? Guilty of what? Well, because I was going to school and I was being noticed that I was a very unhappy child, my life seemed to be useless, and they kept taking notice of me that I was a very unhappy child. So one day, the nurse came to my room and she took me to the nurse's office. And there, they discovered that I was a victim of child abuse. Well, I was removed from my foster sister's home and placed in a home until the trial began. And the judge says, guilty, guilty. And then the sentencing began. So the sentencing was, you are not to be in this home ever again. And if we hear that you are in this abusive situation again, you will never see your foster parents again. Talk about relief. That was such a relief for me that I did not have to return to this abusive situation anymore. So that's the story of my beginning. I remember the big layoff. Here I am in Washington, D.C. at Children's National Medical Center, where I am an administrative assistant. The big boss calls us in to let us know that there has been a cut in the budget and we will have to let you go. Wow, talking about being sick in my stomach. What am I going to do? I'm not going to have a job. I have bills that I need to pay. I have a mortgage. Oh my. So I had one question for the boss. Was this because of our performance? Oh no, the boss said. This was a budget cut, and we had to let some people go. So I had to go into my 401k, which that was something I did not want to do. And I do not encourage you to do that, because your 401k is only for your retirement. But I had no choice. I had no family members that could help me. I had no one. I had no savings. I had no emergency fund. So what do you do when you hear the word you are being laid off? You do what you have to do. So I had to go through my 401k. I had to get 2 jobs to supplement my income. That was something I did not want to do either. But I'm a woman of integrity, and I was not going to cheat. I was not going to steal. I was not going to do anything that would jeopardize my character. So I worked 2 jobs to get what I needed to do. And you know, I think you would do the same thing, because if you get the word that you've been laid off, first thing you want to know, what am I going to do? What can I do? Well, I had to get 2 jobs to make ends meet, and that was not a good feeling. But you have to do what you have to do. And I'm so glad that I didn't allow that to stop me, because life has changes. Life hits all of us. And my change wasn't the best change. I had to apply for unemployment. That was something I did not want to do. I felt embarrassed. But you have to do what you have to do. And this is what I did. And so now I am financially set. Here I am at Sibley Hospital at age 16. I was referred to this job by a friend. I decided I did not want this to be my lifetime job. So what did I do? I positioned myself that I did not want to be on this job for the rest of my life. I wanted job security. I did not have job security in this job. So I heard about a program that was started by a young man named Peter Green. And this program prepared students for the Civil Service Commission exam. That consisted of grammar, literature, typing, and etc. So I prepared myself. They gave us a stipend to go to school. They also gave us transportation. So this program prepared me for a government job. I always wanted to work for the government. So this program prepared me to be prepared for the Civil Service Commission test. We had to pass it, at least a 90. And I took that course, and after completing the course, I went and took the civil service exam, and I passed the test. Hooray! And after passing the test, I started going on interviews for a government job, and I was hired for a government job on my first interview. Not only that, I was hired for 2 jobs. I couldn't take but one, so I decided I would go and work for Civil Service Commission. On that job, I was awarded several awards. I enjoyed the job. I was administrative assistant, and I did my best to be the best Bertha that I could be. And you can do the same thing. So life is short. So live life on purpose and pursue your dreams, and don't let anything stop you from being the person that you want to be. Because God said, we can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. Go with God, and he will always go with you. Trust him, and you will be successful in life. Okay, what would I say to my 21-year-old self? I would tell Bertha, embrace change. Life have many changes, and adapt them and pursue them. I will also say to you, Bertha, that you should take good care of your health while you have health, and be the best health, have the best health that you can be. I will also say to Bertha, live life on purpose. Life is short, so live it. I will also say to Bertha, at her 21-year-old self, get a good education, love yourself, and be experiencing all the things that you can experience in life. Because life sometimes give you a go for it. So just go for it. Enjoy life while you have life. Because God gave us life, and he put us on this earth for a purpose. So, Bertha, since you're here on purpose, find out what your purpose is. Find out what God wants you to do. He has a plan for you, and his plan is for you to be who you are and not try to be someone else. Love yourself, love people, encourage people, and let them know that they could be the best person that they can be if you are not afraid to take risks. There are risks in life, but take those risks and learn from them, and learn how to become the best person that you can be. Love like you've never been hurt. Love everybody, because God is love, and people will know if you love them by the way you treat them. So be who you are and love everybody. I am enjoying life. I am traveling. I am writing books. I am teaching financial success. I am enjoying my life. I have retired from my 15-year job, and I am living my life. What's next for me is to travel, to continue writing. I am the author of 9 books and about to be the author of 10, traveling around the world with my books. I went to Canada. I went to Dubai. I'm on my way to Ghana for a retreat doing my books, teaching from my book, Love Like You've Never Been Hurt, because we have all been hurt. We've all had setbacks. We've all had things that we wasn't very comfortable with, but you can renew yourself, you can redirect yourself, and you can become the best person that you can be. So what I'm doing, I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying teaching. I'm enjoying writing. I am enjoying what I do. So if there's something that you want to do it, because life is short. And I always tell people, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. So be your best great self in what God has commissioned you to do. And these are the things that I am doing that's making my life happy. And my best thing that I'm happy about doing is teaching the masses how to become financially successful. Because, as I always say, you cannot work your way to wealth. You have to strategize your way to wealth. So, start today becoming financially free, financially set, and get your financial house in order. Why do people work with my company? People work with my company because they feel comfortable. They don't understand that they can be financially successful. When they come to us, we don't judge them. We take them by the hand and we just go take them through our systems. That's what makes our company different from other companies. We have systems in place that you can plug into to help you and teach you how to be successful financially. I had a young lady who was working a job, and she decided she would take a buyout. Well, she took the buyout, and that really wasn't what she wanted to do because she really wasn't financially set to retire. But she took it anyway. She went through her 401k, and she shared that with me. And see, I have helped people. I see things that people don't see, especially when it comes to financial and being in debt. She didn't know that there are system in place, that we had system in place where we could help her get out of debt. So after sharing that with me, I showed her how to work these strategies, and now she has become financially successful. That's what we do. We show people things that they don't understand about finances. Then I had this client named Robert. Robert came to us. He was living paycheck to paycheck. He was maxing out his credit cards. He didn't realize that there were systems that we had in place that could show him how to get out of debt. After Robert worked with us for about a year, Robert has paid off over $100,000 in debt. He has raised his credit score to a 700 plus, and Robert is on his way to being financially successful. So let me tell you about this other client that came to us. This other client named James who came to us, I showed him how he can be financially successful. After working with us, James is now a millionaire. He went into the dealership and bought 2 cars and paid cash for them. And that's why people work with us. We hold them by the hand. We show them strategies how they could become financially successful. And that's what we do. We don't judge them. They have a peace of mind. They see the strategies, and then they take control of their finances. And I am not going to say that you'll be a millionaire, but I can tell you this. Working with us, you will become financially free, and you will become debt-free. So what are you waiting for? Come work with us, and we will make you financially free. What I've enjoyed most about my experience with Shay Brown and his group, they have been there. They are, oh my goodness, they just held my hand. They just took me through all of the episodes. I tell you, if you want to be with an awesome and a great company, I would advise you to do this for yourself. My experience has been phenomenal, and I highly, highly recommend that you work with Shay Brown, because your story needs to be told. And what better way to do it with Shay Brown and Company.